Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can, together WeKanGame. In the last episode, we killed Garnier and made our way to Masyaf. In this episode, we're going to speak to Mualim in the temple in Masyaf. So, let us get started, let us make our way to speak to the mentor. As I noted in the last episode, or actually episode 6, when we were in Masyaf, Mualim means the mentor in English. It is Arabic, so let us begin.
Have you news for me, Altair?
Garnier de Naplouse is dead.
Excellent. We could not have hoped for a more agreeable outcome.
And yet...
What is it?
The doctor insisted his work was noble, and looking back, those who were supposedly his captives seemed grateful to the man. Not all of them, but enough to make me wonder. How did he manage to turn enemy into friend?
Leaders will always find ways to make others obey them, and that is what makes them leaders. When words fail, they turn to coin. When that won't do, they resort to baser things, bribes, threats, and other types of trickery. There are plants, Altair, herbs from distant lands that can cause a man to take leave of his senses. So great are the pleasures it brings, men may even become enslaved by it.
You think these men were drugged then? Poisoned?
Yes, if it truly was as you describe it.
Herbs. This seems a strange method of control.
Our enemies have accused me of the same.
The promise of paradise.
They think it is a garden, overflowing with women and pleasure, that I drug you as Garnier did his men, and tempt you with its rewards.
They do not know the truth of it.
Which is how it must be.
But if they knew the truth of it, that all we seek is peace...
Then they would not fear us, and we would have no hold over them. Go. It is time you continued with your work. Another rank is restored to you, as is a piece of your equipment. We'll speak again when the next has fallen.
Alright, and with that, we have gained the throwing knives. Another rank has been restored, and we can tackle. You don't know how excited I am. At rank 4, we are now a soldier. And as I said, we have the throwing knives and the ability to tackle. Why you can't tackle at an earlier rank is beyond me, but that's just how it works. Tackling allows you to get out fast, obviously. So it's very good. We also have 5 throwing knives. Basically, it was just to... You gotta gain more. It's a thing of trust. We now have a full assassin's arsenal. And now we're gonna make our way to Jerusalem. But along the way, I just want to talk about what we just saw there. We saw Altair kind of questioning, you know, Garnier de la... No, not... Is it de la... It is de la Plus, I believe. De Saab is Roberts. Roberto... Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get the names confused. A lot of French. A lot of different names for, you know, the Third Crusade. So, just making sure. But... as we saw, Altair's kind of questioning, you know, he seems to think maybe he didn't need to die. They seem to be very grateful of the doctor. So Altair's kind of questioning, you know, why did he need to die? They seemed grateful. I'm confused. And as you see, Altair, a lot of people don't give Altair credit. He starts very arrogant, but as we go through this game, we'll really see a transition in his character. He learns a lot. And Altair doesn't get enough credit. They do redeem him in later games and make him... He's honestly, I think, in my opinion, one of the most underappreciated assassins. He was the starter. And, you know, everyone remembers the first game for its repetitive nature, but it does have a good story. It sets up the entire thing, and I just really am appreciative of the work Ubisoft did. But, anyway, what's your favorite Assassin's Creed game and why? That'll be the comment for the day. I'm going to cut ahead pretty soon because I don't think riding through the Holy Land, I mean, we've seen it before. There's really not too much different there. So I will cut ahead. Back. Sorry about that. Just basically don't want to show things we've already covered. Thanks, Debbie. We've covered it a lot of times now. And here we are in the land of Jerusalem. Oh God, civilians. And there we are. Gonna ride over here to get a good look at the city here. It's pretty huge. It is the largest city in the Holy Land. So let us ride into it. Let us have a lot of fun, a lot of adventures. Probably should calm down. Don't want to set off the guards, but here we are. And here's the official camera view of this beautiful city. I really love the city of Jerusalem, especially in Assassin's Creed. We're going to go over it like I've been going over all the cities, all the locations, but obviously, like many other locations, we can't just waltz in. There's going to need to be something to coax us into getting in. So I'm going to explore a little bit around here. There's usually a Save the Citizen mission to start us out on this location, and like I was right, we are in a graveyard. Let's see if these graves have anything written on them. They do, but they are in Arabic, so I cannot tell you what it is. So we are going to fight these Sacrian guards. The city is run by the Sacrians again. Just like Damascus was. We're no longer fighting the Knights of Hospitalier. That was pretty much not really native to Acre, but a distinct trait. I am not doing well here. Using the short blade. One thing I want to mention about the short blade is you notice Altair holds it in an ice pick style. It's he uses that and throwing knives, as I demonstrated there, to really get good momentum and movement in battle. So let's sink into the scholar.
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
And he's going to tell his brothers, hey, he's a good guy. Let him into the city of Jerusalem. And we are going to need to speak, like every other city, we're going to need to speak to the Rafik. Gonna get the viewpoints, but I'll do that off screen like I've been doing. Did not mean to get a scholarship. Well, I'd love a scholarship, but did not mean to go up the scholar's robes there. That was my bad. And here we enter the city of Jerusalem. I'm doing this in order by chronological, in the way Altair actually hunted for the 9 via the Assassin's Creed official guides and such. So if you're wondering why I chose this path, why I did this, there's a very good reason. You may notice right away that the buildings and the structure, and we even have a church right here, first viewpoint. This is the wealthy district. Compared to the other two, we are starting right away in the rich district. It is a very, very welcome change in my opinion, but we have used the throwing knife, so one thing I want to do is showcase something. To get more throwing knives, you have to pickpocket, like that. We now have the maximum number. The thieves will not notice. So we are going to climb up here, get our way to the viewpoint, and have our first viewpoint of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, like I said, beautiful city. The cathedral here, there's many religions in the city of Jerusalem. Compared to most of it being Islamic, Jerusalem is probably one of the most religiously diverse of all the cities. So let us climb to the top of the cathedral. We can see the bells, not of Notre Dame, but Jerusalem. Here we go, and there we can see the Dome of the Rock. We'll get to that eventually. Can I sink this? Yeah, you can sink on top of the cross. I find that really cool. I am going to have to obviously use the eagle point to jump down. We obviously do the one on camera, then I do the others off screen. That has not changed, so we've saved. There's only 9, so this will be very easy for me. There's a beat 'em up mission, but we're gonna make our way to the bureau. Don't want to just jump straight into it. Oh, freaking beggars! But I can tackle again. Woo, hold on. Collector and me. Flag, and we have the Jerusalem cross flag. There are 100 again. Just like that of Damascus, there are a lot of flags in Assassin's Creed. They really love the collectibles. And like I said, in the first game, unless you're playing on Xbox 360 or the Steam version, there's really no reason to collect them unless you're like me and you see a collectible and you just have to have it. Because, I don't know. Like I said, it really reminds me of the older games where it was just like a collect-a-thon. And, my brain's going off again. Can't pass this up. So I apologize. But another flag. Another good chance to get what we need. one thing I also want to say is every time you collect a flag or such, it will save your progress. So if you need a quick save and you're in the middle of something but you need to get away fast, if there's a flag nearby, always worth picking it up because it's a quick save and it will save you and respawn you right where you stopped. So let us go into the Assassin Bureau, where we're going to actually see a familiar face. We may actually know this Rafik, but that's all I'm going to say. Let us make our way in.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Your presence here deprives me of both. What do you want?
Al-Mualim has asked.
Ask that you perform some menial task in an effort to redeem yourself. So be out with it.
Tell me what you can about the one they call Talal.
It is your duty to locate and assassinate the man, Altair, not mine.
You'd do well to assist me. His death benefits the entire land.
Do you deny his death benefits you as well?
Such things do not concern you.
Your actions very much concern me.
Then don't help me. I'll find him myself.
Wait. It won't do having you stumble about the city like a blind man. Better you know where to begin your search.
I'm listening.
I can think of 3 places. South of here in the markets that line the border between the Muslim and Jewish districts. To the north near the mosque of this district, and east in front of St. Anne's Church, close to the Babariha Gate.
Is that everything?
It's enough to get you started, and more than you deserve.
And that is Malik Al-Sayaf. We had him in the opening sequence. Now the city's Rafik. I don't know if you can notice, but he's missing his arm, all due to Altair's handiwork in the very beginning of the game. He's in the city of Jerusalem. He's the Rafik because he's been out of commission, but he did do a great service to the mentor. He did what Altair failed. Obviously, there's a lot of hostility between the two because, well, as you would expect, Altair killed his brother Kadar, and you know, that kind of gets you hated by anyone if you lose your brother because of someone not just doing what he should have done, in his opinion. So he's the Rafik of the city. It's a very high honor to be a Rafik. It's one of the highest ranks, up there with Assassin, but it is not a rank that goes in the field and does things. It reports to Al-Mualim, the mentor. It's not really much of a work rank as much as it is kind of a, I would like to say honorary, but it is important. It's not just given to it. It does serve a purpose, so I'll think of the word later, but the rank does have a purpose. And, I mean, like I said, if you lost your brother because someone just wasn't doing what he should have done in the first place, you'd probably have a lot of resentment as well. It's one of the age of Altair kind of showing there, because he's young, he believes he knows what's best, but here we are in front of St. Anne's Cathedral. We heard this man ranting earlier, so he's going to tell us about Talal. That is our target for this area, Talal. Gonna need to be close enough to interrogate. Can I? Hold on.
There are opportunities for those with the courage to seize them. Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard and you will be rewarded. Talal provides.
And with that, we have our target. As he said, he was just saying Talal will provide. Talal is a very interesting character. I think most of the people we have to assassinate are usually, they're not going to just be mundane, boring characters. They always have a reason. There's always a rhyme or reason why we're going after them, and you'll see Talal's. But one thing I'd like to mention about Talal is his name actually means admirable and nice in Arabic, which is kind of funny. But now we're going to beat the crap out of the squire here. Don't want to kill him. And you see we've activated the thief there, so.
I have nothing to say to you.
Speak to me or speak to God. It's your choice.
You won't stop the work he does. Cannot stop it.
Stop what? What work?
He prepares them for the journey.
Journey where?
They are held in his warehouse. And when the time comes, they are sent to Akka.
Where is this warehouse? And why Akka?
Talal tells me what I need to know. Nothing more. It is safer that way.
For him, perhaps. Though not, I fear, for you.
And with that, we have taken care of the crier. Altair, very cold. very cold man. But, you know, he has good reason. He's got every reason to save the citizen. He's got every reason to kind of be cold. I mean, he's doing the work of the mentor. And I pissed off a guard. This was not obviously required. But, you know, you're going to learn more and more of, you know, Altair's young. He wants to know why. He has a very philosopher's mind on this. So we're going to save the citizen if I don't kill him. Because like I said, if I see you save the citizen on camera, I will do it. Because saving the citizens are worth it. It gives you very much needed sync, and it gives me a chance to showcase the combat. Something that really isn't done too much in Assassin's Creed 1. In the later games, you really have a lot of fun with the combat. In fact, they add much new systems. They really just improve and improve. Oh god! I was wondering why I could not talk to the citizen, but this makes more sense. One thing I do not like about this is that anytime during any mains, a guard can just walk up and cause you to have to fight more. I see a flag in the distance, but I'm going to talk to the citizen.
The last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
And again, we hear the same kind of dialogue as we heard as the... Basically, they have the same dialogue. They didn't really go much into the Save the Citizens. It was just a thing they wanted to include to kind of add a little bit more to the game. I wish they would have done a little more. I think it would have been really cool to have different responses per scholar, but I understand for time constraints and what they tried to do, they had to do a lot in this game. And this is all new hardware at the time anyway. This came out fairly early with all the new, well, it's not third gen consoles, but it came out really around the same time. And here we go again, on our own. Going down the only road the assassins have ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to a kill alone. You know what? That was too far. And, I tried. You guys are dead. I don't know why I go to song reference when I play Assassin's Creed, but I do. I'm gonna kill these. By the way, as I'm recording this, it is Valentine's Day, so I'd like to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Let me know if you did anything special in the comments. So let's talk to this woman and see what she has to say.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
And 3 out of 12. I noticed the females usually unlock the vigilantes. And you see, we are in the rich district, like I mentioned. It's a nice change. I find that being in the poor districts... Oh wait, we got another augmentation of health. It's good to show that. We now unlock the second line. More lines you have, obviously, the better and easier it will be overall. But I'm really enjoying playing Assassin's Creed. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I mentioned, one of my favorite series. So I'm going to go... I think the last thing I'll do in this video is get this viewpoint here. There's someone murdered nearby. I love the guards. The intuition of the guards in this game is amazing. That must have hurt. They just point the obvious out all the time. I don't know, I kind of find it funny. So I'm going to try to figure out how I need to get up here, because even I mean, like, I forget how to climb and scale the buildings. He's talking about King Richard. You know, I've been collecting, I did the Holy Land off screen. I've been collecting a lot of the flags. I don't know why I said King George, thinking I was in the mindset of 3 and I'm playing 1, so that was my bad. Actually, that gives me a chance to show the insta-kill power of the throwing knives and a flag. So yeah, throwing knives very useful. There's going to be a couple of missions later that you're going to really need to capitalize on their ability just to pretty much kill from a distance. And one thing I want to mention is the opening bit where we were finding the Apple of Eden actually takes place in Jerusalem. That is why he is the Rafiq. That is why Malik is the Rafiq. And here we go, the final viewpoint of the city. And with that, I'm going to call it an episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. More importantly, I hope you have a great day. If you could be so kind and please leave a comment and or a rating. Tell me what you think of the video. It really does help out. And thank you again. Thank you all so much for watching again. Bye.